Hi everyone, how are you guys all doing? Welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing a painting tonight, and I'll tell you more about it right after I say hello to Miss Annie. I gotta find the button though. Here we go, here we go. There she is. Oh, she's down there
Hello.
now. I'll move her
Oh,
up there.
yeah. I'm trying to mute the other one and I couldn't get to it. Hey, everybody.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Larry. Hello, Mary. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Liz. We got anyone else? I think that's it so far. Yep. Okay, so tonight, uh, I'm going to be doing a small little painting, as you can see. This is for Chris K. I don't know if she'll make it in. This is what she won last week on the bingo wheel. And she had asked me for a black and white background, sort of with a trees with a red cardinal. So that is what we're going to work on. This is a really rough canvas panel. So I'm going to cover it with white anyway, and then I'm going to have to dry it. Um, well, I won't dry it until after I add the black, but so it's gonna. She wanted it to be similar, the background similar to this painting that I did on Sunday or last week. When did I do it?
That
I can't
grayscale.
remember. Yeah, she wanted a gray background and then the trees. So that's what I'm gonna do. But because this is so rough, I definitely have to use water because the paint won't glide as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. So the only colors that's going to be in this painting is white, black, red, and a little bit of orange for the beak, and a little bit of brown. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz this so that I can get it all covered with this black and white. But I'm going to go white first, like I did on that other one. And because putting the white down first helps the blending. Plus, it makes the paint a little bit thinner, or so it's easier to mix. Hope you guys are all having a good week. My great grandbaby came home from the hospital yesterday. She's doing awesome. And my grandson, Hudson, that's been on, that I've done lives with, he was in the spelling bee for second grade yesterday. He took second, and the first place and the second place, um, they had them go to, because they were winners, they went on and they went up against the first, second, third went up against the, no, yeah, fourth, fifth, and sixth today, and he won. He took, he won the whole spelling bee today. So now he gets to go to regionals, and he's only 7 years old, and he beat out all of the, yeah, he beat out all the kids, and
Hey,
they're all going, woohoo, great, great, awesome, and giving him high fives and everything, and it kind of overwhelmed him a little bit, and he looked at his mom, and she says, just say thank you. So he did.
it
I
does
think
kind
I
of
put
freak them out when they get that kind of attention when they're not used to it.
well, he's kind of shy anyway. Well, you guys would never know that. He really is quite shy. Um, he just,
I am too in real life.
yeah, he used to get mad if when he was younger, if anybody wanted to sing happy birthday to him or anything because he didn't want the attention. It took him a long, long time
My
to.
sister's son, like, he would literally bawl when we
Yeah,
sang
he
happy
would.
birthday to him. So we just, over the years, we just stopped because it bothered him so much.
Yeah, he doesn't like a lot of attention.
That's
And
what
I
kids,
think yesterday when he didn't win the he took second, he was kind of upset with himself, but a lot of it was because he didn't speak up loud enough, and kind of he was kind of bashful and he wasn't sure, and he started to say one word wrong, and they heard it, and so today he was loud and clear and precise in everything he was saying. So thank you guys.
well, I made it out into the wild woolly west.
Yeah,
All the roads are clear. You can go all the way down the highway. The highway looks really good. And then you
that's
look at the
good.
off the highways, and they're all still like 4 or 5 inches of ice.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, for your sister's driveway, they need to put sand on it. The sand will melt. They need to keep sand on it during the winter because it will melt the ice.
That's what they used on the highway. Sand and beet juice is what they were treating the highways with.
Yeah. Well,
Evidently, there's something in beet juice that dissolves ice.
I know in Utah they put sand down for the road.
Well, they're trying to get away from it. They still use a lot of salt. They're trying to get away from the salt because, that they finally figured out what other states figured out years ago that it eats the roads up.
Exactly. Yeah, Utah hasn't used salt in years. They already have a lot of salt in the air anyway, so they don't need to put it down on the road. So they haven't put it down on the road since I was a kid. They just put
Yeah, Mary, I seen it on the news, and I looked at Bill, and I was just like, "Have you ever heard that?" And he goes, "Nope." He said, "That's new to me too."
What's that?
Using beet juice to treat the road. It worked quick, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and see, in Utah they don't get as much ice as a lot of other places because it's a desert, so there's not a lot of humidity. But they just use sand because they have lots of sand in Utah.
Well, they use sand here if it's below 30 or in the 20s.
Right.
Like anything 20 and below, they use sand. Up until then, they use salt, and they're already figuring out. I mean, like it was 2 years ago, we ran out of salt. And there was this big to do about it. And I'm like, but we haven't
they're not going to
go for like the last 5 years. So what happened to the money that was supposed to go for that salt?
Yeah, see, Utah's not going to run out of salt at all because that's where Morton salt is. That's one of their biggest plants. They also have the salt flats, and everything's got salt in it in Utah, so they don't run out. They're not gonna, or if they run out, something's wrong.
Tens of thousands of dollars on salt here every year, and like I said, with the sand now that they're mixing it with sand, and evidently this beet juice, which is even cheaper, they can use the beet juice and the sand, which to me, because the sand gives you traction too. When it melts into the ice,
it does.
it fires something to bite into. But most of the problems in this place, and I don't understand how it happens because it's never happened to me personally, is they forget how to drive in ice and snow from one year to the next.
Oh, that's the way it is in Utah too. You'd think they'd know how to do it,
Yeah,
but
I can
no.
see if it was like teenagers, young drivers, but these are
Mhm.
these are fully adult people that should know how to that's lived here their whole life that should know how to drive. They're just, I'm sorry, pardon my language, they're stupid. They go out and they take chances like, oh well, I got insurance, but they're not thinking about the people they're hitting.
It's just like a lot of people who have trucks think that they can go faster. You know what though? Trucks, it takes just as long for them to stop as a car, and they slide too.
Yeah, I had when I worked at Kroger's, right, it was actually the winter before because I quit in June. Uh, the manager, I told the manager I was leaving because I live 45 minutes away, and the county
Mhm.
line that I lived on, they always got, where we live, we got that's where we got the most ice and snow. And he goes,
Right.
"Oh, it'll be fine. You've got a 4-wheel drive if it gets icy." And I said, "4-wheel drive don't help you on ice.
Nope. The only thing that helps you on ice in a
Don't you worry
vehicle
about that, Larry."
is chain. That's all right, Larry. We totally understand.
I'll tell you what, it has been years since I've seen anybody around here put chains on their vehicles.
Um,
Can't have
in,
studded tires anymore.
in Utah, if you go in the mountains or like in Colorado or Utah, anywhere in the Rockies or any of that, um, where it's really snowing, icy, they make you put chains on.
They should. I don't even know if I still. Last time I had a car that needed chains, because I honestly, since I started driving 4-wheel drive, I haven't had any problems. I got stuck one time, and that was right at the end of my driveway going up on the highway, where they had shoved all the snow off the highway onto our road, and I was trying to get up over the hump to get to the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. I rolled a car years and years ago. It was a Subaru sedan, but that was
I
on
have
me.
never,
It wasn't my fault.
I've never gotten stuck ever in my whole life in
Hey,
snow.
Jill.
Hey, Jill, in snow, ice, nothing. Um, but I know how to drive in it.
Yeah, Jill, we're supposed to get another 2 inches this weekend. We still have ice too.
We're in spring
Connie,
weather.
I was gonna say I
By
thought
next,
Connie melted off already.
in here, we were in the 60s today. By the weekend, we'll be in the 70s. So I'm okay with that.
I think it's next Thursday we're supposed to hit 59. So they said we
Yeah.
will be under this freeze at least until then because they don't see it getting any warmer. Because we're still going down into teens and zeros at night into the single
Oh,
digits.
yeah, we're not.
If it gets into the single digits in town, we know we're going to be below freezing because it's always colder out here. Ah, Jill
Hmm.
said she had 71 today.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Good
hit
to see you too.
this weekend. We'll be at 70, 71 on the weekend. And this is when our spring starts pretty much. Um, we don't get very many cold days after this. We're pretty much done with the cold days.
I'm
Okay,
done.
so so as soon as this part is done, I am going to dry it all so I can do the part that goes over that's closer to us where the uh
Cardinal.
cardinal bee.
If I mess you up too much, Connie, tell me.
Okay.
I'm in a habit of doing that.
Well, we
And
talk so
people don't
much that you kind of know my.
thought process.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Okay.
You did mine too.
Yeah,
How's it
that's
like
true.
to be in my head, Connie? Scary.
Yeah, it seems that way, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, and it seems like that. Me and your husband say the same things too.
I know. I think that's hilarious when y'all say the same thing at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So I want this completely dry because I don't want to be picking up any of this paint from the back into the um, the forefront of this painting. And I'm going to use my darkest brown, which is this part. Brown is what I'm going to be using next.
How you doing, Jill? I'm sorry I've missed your last few lives.
Yeah, I have missed them. I haven't been
Life
hardly
has just
anybody's.
not been cooperating with me.
I haven't been on YouTube that much. Um, in anyone's lives in the last couple of weeks. But I will have to admit, I'm addicted to Grey's Anatomy, and that's what I've been watching
I'm addicted
because,
to coloring now. Do you know I
well, I
cannot?
like.
It used to be I couldn't go through the day without crocheting, and now
Oh,
it
and I'm
seems like I can't go through the day without coloring something.
yeah, and I'm crocheting. I finished the baby's blanket, and then I made a star fish, and I got a crochet. It's just one. It's one dimensional, so it's not stuffed, and I am unless I decide to stuff it, but it's gonna be on the corner of that blanket. I finished the ripple blanket that I did. It is finished, and I made that, and I'm going to be putting that on tomorrow. And then everything for the new baby will be done and ready, and it can all get shipped to Chicago area.
Jill said they got their bucket seat and the bags came in, so they're ready for the next ice event.
Awesome.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, Jill. I hope this is our last ice event. I
Did
don't
you
mind
know
the
we?
snow. I do not mind the snow at all. But when you get that freezing rain before the snow, I don't like driving in it.
I will tell you, we have a one. We had one bag of ice melt. You want to know how much of it we've used?
None.
None. We didn't hardly get any uh, um, ice because it didn't rain before it snowed. So there was a little bit, but not that much.
We had like 12 hours of freezing rain, and then we got those 3 days in a row of snow.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I understand it's going to get cold in the wintertime. I'm used to it getting cold. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
just so done with winter this year. I don't know if it's my age or the fact that I've been practically held hostage in this house for the past 2 weeks. That could have something to do with it.
Right. It could.
Now that Bill's went back to work after vacation, I have to get used to being alone again. I get spoiled
Mm-hmm.
for that week. Good job. And this one, he
Hi.
was up till
Hello,
2:30 this
Anthony.
morning. Connie
Hello,
says
Anthony.
he 2:30 this morning. I just looked at him. I was like, I'm going to bed. Good night. Oh, Jill said she had a bee in the she shed today.
I I had a bee in my garage. Um uh, when was it? Last week. We had a fly in the house 3 days
Oh, we
ago.
have
Oh
had
my!
flies and moths all winter long.
Ugh.
And I mean, I have scrubbed everything that I could think to scrub. I don't even know where they're coming from. Because I was just like, I'm supposed to get a break in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sis, she's having problems with mice. I told her, I was like, it's cold. They're going in anywhere they can find that's warm.
Yep.
She just hasn't lived in the country for so many years, she forgot what it was like.
Yeah.
Don't you love that, Jill, when they start jumping around and they're snapping it out? Cash, he does that with anything that flies, even mosquitoes. If it flies around him, he gonna get it.
That's what Royce does. Now Bentley and Aston, they run downstairs. They don't like they don't, they don't like anything that flies.
That'd be
They're
like
like
me.
they
Ooh, a spider, bye.
yeah, they're like I'm
You
out of
get
here.
it. Bill always made fun of me about being afraid. He said, you grew up on a farm. I said, don't care. I said, didn't like a man either.
Right.
I am not a spider person.
I don't care about spiders. To me they're just and okay. You startled me. Okay, now I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, but our spiders will leave big holes in your body that rocks. They bite.
Okay. Well,
It's the
okay.
brown. Yeah, we
They
have
are
brown
this
recluse here.
we have brown recluse. In Utah they have hobos and they have uh lots of black widows.
Have you
He
ever
doesn't
like
bite.
personally seen a brown recluse wound? It's
I
nasty.
have. I have. I had one in my wood pile, and we found one downstairs last year. I'm not afraid of them. I'm just you respect them and you kill them.
Yeah, but the brown recluse they'll get into bed with you at night and bite you.
Well, we sprayed and they're all gone.
And we don't have too many. We get wood spiders in here, of course, because we burn wood. So you're going to have
Right.
spiders and such. But I've even seen ants a couple of times this winter. Yeah,
We don't get
I
ants in our
lived when we
house.
lived in Arizona, Mary. That became a habit when we were kids. Is you tied your shoelaces together and threw them over the rafter in the bedroom. You did not leave your shoes on the floor, and if you did, you shook them out before you put your feet in them. Scorpions, they no joke. I don't like them either, but they're kind of cool to watch them fight each other. Because in the desert, you'll walk up on them and they'll be fighting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like watching two praying mantises fight, which is also super cool.
Mm-hmm. I love praying mantises. Our kids used to, the kids in the neighborhood, they used to kill them. I said, don't you kill a praying
It's
mantis.
$1,000 fine in West Virginia to kill a praying mantis.
They're way too, I would get so mad. It's like, don't you dare.
That was even back in the 70s when we were kids. We didn't know. I mean, we never killed any of them because we thought they were, fascinating to watch them. But Dad told
Mm-hmm.
us, like, no, you will get fined if you kill one.
Right.
I am not above letting spiders go outside on the porch, carport, whatever, as long as they don't get across it where I'm walking through the web, which is kind of icky. I don't mess with only the spiders in my house. There's all kinds of room outside in the countryside for them to live.
Exactly. Snakes, I don't like them, but I'm not afraid of them.
I'm not afraid of snakes. I don't want to mess with a copperhead or a rattler, both of which we have, but like green snakes, black snakes, stuff, that don't bother me.
My dad was bit by a rattler. Um,
My grandma got
uh,
hit by one.
he was bit by one when he was a kid in California, and he just calmly walked home, and he said, "Mom," and she's like, "What?" And he goes, "A rattler got me," and she's like, "Ugh." She goes, "You know I can't drive, right?" Which she couldn't. She'd never drove a car in her life, and she goes, "Get in the truck." She learned how to drive while they were going to the hospital, and which was kind of scary, the thought. But yeah, she did, and she got him there in plenty of time, and he was fine. But he always walked around with snakes hanging around his neck.
Yeah,
And
I had a
if
friend of mine who lost his wife. Well, it's not his wife to be. He took her home to visit his parents, and he had his snakes at his parents' house. And she opened his bedroom door, and the snake dropped across her shoulders. She passed out, woke up, looked at him, was like, "Nope, it won't work between us," and just left. I was just
well,
like,
his okay, so they lived on a big farm, and they had trees. They had orchards, and lots of orchards, and they'd get a oh gosh, what are they? Gophers. They'd get gophers, and they're eating their trees and stuff. So my grandpa would tell my dad, "You need to go get me some gopher snakes." And so he would head off in the wilderness, whatever. He'd come back with a whole bunch of gopher snakes, and they'd put them down the holes by the
well, having live
trees.
snakes and stuff around your house is beneficial because they eat the mice. So you generally don't have any problems with mice. And yeah, Jill, I have a possum that lives under my porch, has lived under my porch the whole time, uh, last 26 years. He is getting huge. I had one dog, my little Shih Tzu, that had a problem with him. He would get under there and just bark and bark and bark, and I would go like, "You better come out of there before he gets you." He come running out of there yelping. I was like, "Told you," I said, "Leave him alone." I said, "He ain't hurting nobody." But
Right.
possums eat ticks, so I'm good with having possum in my yard.
Oh, they
The chickens are
stink.
annoying.
They
Huh?
stink, though. They
I
stink.
don't think no that I've never noticed them. Now the skunks stink.
So does possums. At least
You know,
anyone I've ever been around.
I get all kinds of people giving us razz because of the size of the squirrels in our yard. Just tell them
Oh, ours is huge.
I'm keeping them fed up, so if they have a zombie apocalypse, I got a ready-made food supply.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I catch me a squirrel. Hey, I'm not above eating a squirrel if I was hungry, like any other kind of meat. Uh,
Yeah.
I have never seen a road runner in real life, Jill. I think that would be
I
hilarious.
have. We have roadrunners in Utah. They're everywhere in Utah because it's a desert, and we have roadrunners. Not
I'll tell
here,
you, the
but in
only thing
Utah.
critters that get in my garden are the groundhogs and the rabbits, but the coyotes is pretty much taking care of the rabbits. We don't have very many rabbits anymore.
And we don't have coyotes, but um, we have foxes that live here in town that take care of the rodents and stuff.
And now we have fox. The coyotes,
We have
the
we
fox
have
population dropped for like quite a while, and then it resurged.
yeah, we have 6 dens of red foxes here in town.
I am the same, Jill. I don't feel it's fair to feed the birds and draw them in when I know I have cats. I think that's unfair to the birds.
Right.
But now, I mean, I like wildlife and it's necessary for the ecosystem. Some of them are
Mhm.
annoying, but like the people that live to the front of us, if they would clean their property up, we wouldn't have the problems with groundhogs that we have because they wouldn't have enough places to hide. And
Right.
of course, you got the groundhogs. It's drawn in the fox and drawn in the coyotes
Yeah.
and snakes. And although we haven't had very many snakes last couple of years.
We don't get snakes here in town, or at least not near my house. I know they're around though. We just don't get them.
Mary, we throw our food scraps out on the creek bank, and that's for the possums and everything. Whoever whoever wants to go there and munch, it gives them a place to away from the house. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is looking beautiful, Connie.
Thank you.
I'll feed anything that's hungry because I can't stand to see that. Yeah, isn't that right, Jill? We have a problem with that with Cash. I have to keep him busy in the house, and Bill sneaks out the back door when he dumps anything uh, up on the other side of the creek. If he doesn't see where he dumps it, he won't go after it.
Oh, if we were dumping stuff, Roy should go after it.
And like the turkey bones, chicken bones, stuff like that, I have to go in the trash because I don't want an animal choking on a bone.
Oh, right. Oh, you don't give dogs any cooked
No,
bones.
no. Really shouldn't give them to cats either. Everybody's like, oh, cats.
No, I
Some
don't give
cats
them to
can, but
cats.
not all cats.
Yeah, I don't give them to them. It's too. You just don't know
And
what
my
they can
cats don't like
handle,
fish.
huh?
My cats don't like fish. They don't like fish of
Mm-hmm.
any kind. Cat food, fish, real fish. I've gotten like fresh salmon, and give them shaved a couple of little pieces off for them as a treat. Nope, neither one of them
Mm-hmm.
would touch. Turned their
Hmm.
nose up, walked away, and I was like, I have never seen a cat that would eat fish.
Yeah, my dogs like fish, especially tuna fish cans.
Oh yeah, Jill, they love stuff like that. They can sit there and just gnaw on for a while. If I could just teach Misty to quit bringing live animals in the house, it'd be great. She don't kill
Oh,
them. She just brings them in the house and turns them loose. I guess she thinks I need a little more excitement in my life.
uh, Royce will bring. He brought his dead bird in and proceeded to try and eat it on my couch. I chased him out of the house.
I just point my finger at Mitzi and I was like, don't you dare. And then she just gives me that snarly little grin of hers, opens her mouth and lets it go. I swear that cat hates me. She loves Bill and Anthony though, so
Mm-hmm.
Storm loves me. That's enough. Storm loves me. He's my buddy. I kicked back in the recliner for a little while today, was reading a book. He just come up here and just flopped all the way across me. And Bill looked and he goes, that cat lays on you like a dog. Okay, Jill. And I was just like, yeah, well, he's
All
my
right,
cat.
Jill.
He's my cat that acts like a dog.
Yeah.
I swear sometimes if he could bark, he would. He's walked up today. Cash was sound asleep, laid in front of the fire in the place that Storm usually lays. And he
Mm-hmm.
sat there for like 20 minutes just staring at Cash, I guess hoping, he was going to look up and move. And he run over there. He just slapped the crap out of his head and then run back over in front of Bill's chair, started licking his paws like he hadn't moved. And Cash jumped up and was looking around. Decided to go in the kitchen to get a drink of water. When he went to get a drink of water, Storm ran over there and laid down in the same spot. They're turds, I'm telling you. It's like watching kids.
Yeah.
My son is aging me with these all-nighters.
Huh?
So my son is aging me with these all-nighters. No, you already got your treat and you're not getting any more.
I thought you was talking to Anthony. I'm like, huh?
Can't have no more treats, Connie.
Okay.
You sit there with like, come on, Mom. Do you want out? Is that the problem? You need out? What do you want? Show me. Yes? This is what you want. what you want? Okay, well, then we'll close the door back. It's cold out there. You don't want this. Guaranteed. That's what I thought. See, I had my coffee cup in my hand. He decided I was letting him smell it. So you can see that's not something he wanted.
Yeah.
Where we used to live, Mary, when we lived out in the Putnam Lincoln line, every morning we get up to animals that people had dumped off in the middle of the night. It's make me so mad. That's how Bill's mom has ended up with 19 cats.
See, that's how many cats she has?
Yeah, because they keep breeding. We told her, I told her very first, I said, you're going to keep that female. And she said, yeah. I said, you need to go get her fixed or you're going to have kittens constantly. She didn't
Right.
listen. And now the kittens are having kittens and animal shelter won't come and get them because they're full. And as long as they're being fed, they ain't going nowhere. But I think in a way it's a good thing for not that many. I would assume she pared them down. Uh, but it gives her somebody to take care of.
Right.
So, it kind of gives her a reason to get out of bed every morning. I don't either, Mary. Some of my best dogs have been duck dogs that I found alongside the highway. Somebody in the neighborhood just posted that their two pups showed up on their porch looking for but nobody in the area knows who. And I was like, somebody just dumped them on the highway and they made their way to her house.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute as can be. I had another room because they got huge paws, so they're going to be big dogs. If I had room for another big dog in the house, I just don't. I have room for a little
Right.
dog. I do not have enough room for a big dog. I swear I heard anything say no.
Okay, now I gotta find my itty bitty tiny
Teensy weensy.
little tiny. I have a super small. Where is it? There's too many in here.
You need to separate them by size.
I did, and then they always go back together. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Come on. Is that one? No. Oh my gosh. I have too many paintbrushes. Well, there's a small one. I have to use that one. Huh, it's not in here. Okay, where did I put it then?
After the live, you're going to look down there and see it.
Well, sometimes I go to put them in and they go into another can. Look and see. See, like that one right there is in the wrong can. This was in the wrong can. But I'm not seeing it, the one I'm looking for. So I guess I'll have to use that one. There's not the other two, I don't think. Okay. I don't know where it's at now. That one's for signing, so I'll just use this one. I gotta do the facial, the eye. There we go.
Jill says beautiful, Connie.
Thank you. Now I gotta put the legs on him. His little feet. His little feeties.
Legs. ZZ Top and my husband.
Actually, I'm gonna use black instead to be able to see it better. There we go. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, that's going away.
I think the feet would be a little further apart.
Well, they're in the wrong spot, so they're disappearing.
Oh, now see, that sounds good, Jill. I think I'm going to make beef stew tomorrow and biscuits.
I think that what I'm going to do is not put the feet there. I'm not gonna. It'll look like he's just crouching down. You're not gonna be able to see his feet.
Helps if I mute myself. Mary,
Huh?
Johnny got to come home last night. They sent him home by ambulance because my sister didn't think she could get him here safely up their driveway, and the ambulance got stuck on the ice and couldn't go forward. Mary says, I have so many paintbrushes. I got so into Donna Dewberry's painting, and I thought, oh, I can do that. Well, way too much dollars later, I learned that I cannot do that.
I understand.
Yep. I think we've all got into crafts that we realized were just not for us at one point or another.
Well, I will show you guys all my paintbrushes that I have in this room alone. This is not all my paintbrushes. This is only some of my paintbrushes. Just let me sign, and then I will show you.
Well, I'll be talking to him every day, Mary, and we're all taking turns on working on his memory problems because he's doing good physically. He's almost got completely use of his left leg back, and he is slowly learning to use his left hand again. He said, honestly, the hand is more frustrating than the legs. Did you spell it right this time?
Yep, I did. That's done. Let me show you close up. You know, you didn't tell me to make it big, and I forgot.
Well, I thought you did it like that so we could see what you were doing easier.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
Okay, so I'll show you guys all my paintbrushes.
I have Artex paints, and I do remember painting on black velvet. Yes, I'm very good at it. Be the first one to.
Okay. So yeah, I've got these ones that I used tonight. Okay. Then I've got all these. All these. Let me back this up so you can see more. So I got all these ones here. You guys can see all those. So these are the ones that I work out of on a daily, anytime I usually do paintings. Okay, so these are the ones that I use most of the time. But I also have, and I have these two that I use all the time. These ones here. These are the ones I use all the time as well. And then my knife, my palette knives that I use are I have more. There's more behind me. That's all the ones I have right there. So these are all my palette knives that I use.
Your camera isn't focusing.
Okay. All right, yeah. So these are all my palette knives that I use. Then I have behind me, I have this can of brushes. I have all of these. I have all of these ones.
Y'all see all these paintbrushes? This is how I am with colored pencils.
Okay, that's all the ones I. Oh, that's not all one. There's another one I have. These are all the ones that sit behind me at the ready when I need them. Then I have more. I gotta get up to get them. They're on the other side of the room. Let me get them. Over here. And grab them if I can reach them. Where'd they put them?
Right, Liz? Liz says that's a lot of paintbrushes and a lot of years of painting.
A lot of what?
A lot of paintbrushes and a lot of years of painting.
Exactly. My my other paintbrushes? Where did I put them? I have a bin, an actual bin of paintbrushes. Oh, I don't know where I stuck it. It's probably got 40 or 50 more paintbrushes in it. And I don't know where I put it. I sat it somewhere on one of the shelves. Oh, here it is. I knew I'd seen it recently. And there's more. So I got lots of paintbrushes. There's lots of them in there. If I ever need an extra chippy brush,
You always have one.
I always have one. So yep, lots and lots. And then that's not even my. Okay, so that's not my nail for my nails. I have paintbrushes for those that are different from my paintbrushes that I use for acrylics. I have my oil paintbrushes that I only use for oil. And then I have my gouache paintbrushes, my watercolor paintbrushes. That's the different ones because you can't use the same. I don't use the same one for that. So yeah, and these ones here, these three right here, if I can get them out. These are Mod Podge brushes that you use only Mod Podge with. Because Mod Podge destroys paint brushes.
Isn't he though, Mary?
What?
Mary said whenever she gets into a new craft, she goes nuts buying supplies. She said, no new hobbies for me, even with all the yarn that I have. I can't stop myself from buying more. My husband is such an enabler.
Yeah, I showed you the paintbrushes that I got, or not the paintbrushes, the yarn I got yesterday that was given to me. So yeah, got lots of brushes, but I need every one of them, you know.
Of course, because the one time you are going to need it, if you get rid of them, it'll be one of the ones you got rid of.
And some of my brushes that I just showed you are, well, a lot of those brushes are 40, 50 years old. So, but, yep. That is that. And then I've shown you guys my paint over there. Didn't I show you guys all my paint paint over there? And all my paint that I have on my little cart that I use on a daily. And if I need another color that I don't have, then I'll go get it. Plus I have hippie craft paints and another box of paint down there. And I was given another the other day.
Yeah, Jill, I have met Mary and her husband both, and they're very cool people.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've met a lot of YouTubers, but none in the crochet realm. Like I've met well, you wouldn't know any of them that I've met, probably. Well, you might, Annie. At least you might have seen some of their videos. But I've met a lot of crafters that are on YouTube.
Jill
but
has
none
a for you.
Yes.
She wants to know what your favorite.
Oh, what is your favorite brand of paint? Honestly, okay, so I use a lot of different paints. I do use Apple Barrel. I use Folk Art. I use Deco. I use Art Deco is what it's called. I use Dream Coat or Cream Coat. I use Waverly. When I'm doing crafts, I use Waverly chalk paint or Folk Art chalk paint. But my very favorite.
Fuzzy again.
I'm sorry. Let me switch. let me make it where I'm over here. And
There we
do it
go.
there we go. But my very, very favorite acrylic paint is this paint right here. It's called Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic. That's my favorite. Um, and this one too. This is also my favorite. Or a second favorite. These are my two favorite ones. This is Bleak Art. Blickery, yeah.
Black.
Bleck Art acrylic. These are my two favorite um, that I
Mary,
use.
don't you threaten me with a good time, because I know what's going to be in the bed of that truck.
Yeah, so I do have tube acrylics. I am not a fan of tube acrylics. I have some. I have a whole set. I'm not a fan. I don't use them. Partially because they're too thick. I like my paints to have a little bit more movement. And if I use them, then I have to put a compound in them um, that makes them not so thick. So why would I buy thick? Now my oils, they are thick, but that's the difference. Oils are different. So yeah, I like. Well, see, Folk Art, Apple Barrel, Dreamcoat, they're and Waverly. They're all plaid. Plaid Crafts owns them all. So I use a lot of Apple Barrel mainly because I like the color assortment. But like I do have um, in the big bottles because I buy these in like these bigger bottles. I can't find a lot of the other like the folk art in these bigger ones. But I got like I have Americana too. There's Americana. This is folk art. This is my hippie craft or acrylic that I use. Um, let's see, what else was I just looking at?
I resemble that remark.
What hippie craft?
If perhaps.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, Jill. Mary does have a fine collection of yarn, and she has shared it with me.
Yeah, but yeah. So, but I have. You can't see it on my other shelf over there. I have got a ton of. Here, let me shut this off and have this one on, and I can show you. Well, I can't shut it off. I'll just show you. Okay, so see that shelf there? That top one right there?
Yeah.
That is full of chalk paint. All my chalk paint and all of my Mod Podges up there. Then I have that is all acrylics on that shelf there. It's how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiers of paints on there, and they're all different brands. And then I have this is my cart that I use all the time, and it's full of paint. On every one of these shelves is full of paint. So I got lots of paint, lots and lots of paint. So yeah, and then there we go. And then of course I also have these half-gallon ones. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that are down here underneath my table. Because I buy these which are just ketchup and mustard things. I keep it full because these are easier. These are the colors I use the most. So I have purple, brown, yellow, orange, red, blue, and white. And then I have all these other ones are big ones. Like this is a nutmeg brown, I have a spring green, another red, a pink, a three shades blue, a tan, a three shades of green, and another yellow. So yeah, yeah, yep. I like my stuff. Now I will tell you, some of this paint is 30 years old, and I just reconstitute it with a little bit of water. It brings it right back to life. And this one, you would think it would hard to be able to be hard to tell what color it is, and it's this green. It's one I mixed. So this has purple in it, blue, and it turned out to be this green. I just mixed it until I came up with the color I liked. Because this used to be white, and when the white was all gone, I cleaned it out and I created my own green.
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
awesome, Mary.
go back scratch.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. This was for, I don't know if you caught it. This is for Chris K. She won this on bingo night on the wheel last Saturday. So I will give this painting a couple of days to cure, and then I will send it to her next week. So she will have it. And of course, I will stamp it on the back with my stamp with my
Logo.
not the logo. I can. I have a stamp of my logo, but I also have the stamp with my website address on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I have both of them. I just moved them downstairs because that's where I do all my shipping now. Is downstairs. So, all right, guys, thank you for coming. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. I showed it to real quick. These. Okay, I got these.
Hey, Jill might know about that one hook.
Yeah, so I got these crochet hooks yesterday from a lady that had. Well, I didn't get them from her. I got them from her daughter. She passed away recently. Okay, and these are all really old ones. I want to show you this one. I don't know if you can see it. It has a sleeve on it that moves up and down, and it says made in the USA, size 8. It says Susan Bates, but it has a sleeve on it. You see that? And it slides up and down, but it doesn't go no further than there. And it's got this little itty bitty tiny hook at the end. I've never seen this before.
I'll be right back, Connie.
I don't know if Jill has left yet though. But yeah, I got that, and that was just weird. And then I got this. It almost looks like bone, and it's a two-ended crochet hook. And this one looks like it's gone through the ringer at this end. Don't have a clue what size is it. Yeah, yeah, Jill, it's interesting. Both of these are. But look at how small. I mean, I know I used to do crocheting with thread and stuff, and I know that's what these little tiny hooks are for. But they are so small. Especially this little one. This is. I don't even know what size it is. It doesn't even say what size. And it's well used. It's bent. But these are just tiny. One of them says on it, it was 15 cents. Right on the crochet hook. I can't. I don't know which one it said on your. It said that it was a 15-cent hook. Oh, this 8-cent hook. It was a Boyd, double O, and it says 19 cents and right into the crochet hook. Yeah. Oh, the sleeve is for tatting. Oh, so it won't break. Okay, now I know. I used to tat, but I never saw one of these when I was tatting
There you go, dude.
with this little sleeve, but now I know. But
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
so
you. Sorry,
oh,
I was
this is a
putting batteries in his remote. He said I did a good job.
oh awesome. This crochet hook is a Watson's. I've never
You
heard of
never
that
heard of a
brand.
Watson?
Yeah,
Might
it's
want to look that
Watson's.
one up.
Huh?
So you might want to look that one up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
These are
ever heard of a Watson.
these will go with my collection of my other old crochet hooks that I have. But yeah, these ones are all fairly new. These ones here, these are metal, but they're not shiny, and they're all this is a JMRA crochet hook. Don't have a clue. Never seen heard that before. This one doesn't say
Okay, it
who
says vintage. You can get a whole set of them on eBay for $16.
of what.
Of the Watson hooks.
Oh,
So
okay.
evidently they were maybe just not known to us because I've never heard of a Watson hook before.
Me either. These ones are Susan Bates. This one I have no clue.
Good night, Sandra.
This one doesn't say what it is. These are all Boyd's. These four here, they're all Boyd's. Yeah, interesting. I got those all today, yesterday. It was from a lady who passed away. Her grandson's wife brought him to our crochet group, and I got them. Plus, I got some Tunisian crochet hooks too. I've got some other ones of my own. I've never really done it, but now I have it, so maybe I'll start doing it. So we'll see. Something new to get into, but I'm gonna call it a night. So I'll see you guys all on Saturday night for bingo. Start a new wheel. In fact, I gotta go in and clear that wheel off because I haven't done it yet. But you guys have a great night. Thank you for coming, and we'll hopefully see you on Saturday night or Sunday night. Either one. Bye, guys. Thanks, Annie, for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Always
Bye.
pleasure, Bonnie.
All righty.